Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am doing a highly requested video. It was a girl talk video. Excuse me, I was just gonna make it like a girl talk and Q&A video, like two separate videos, but then I was like, when I was checking some of these questions, I was like, you know what, why don't I just make it like one whole video to save me editing and a lot of drama. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first question is, where did you grow up? Well, I grew up in not a small town, but like a small city in Durban. It was a very quiet neighborhood. It was mainly like a white people neighborhood. But I grew up in KZN, like eThekwini. That's where I grew up. Where is my happy place? My happy place. I would say my happy place is like my friends, especially my best friends. Those are my happy places, because I don't really see them a lot. But whenever I do get the chance to see them, I make the most of those moments. Okay. What's the best piece of advice you've ever given? Me, best piece of advice I've ever given. I would say the best piece of advice that I've ever given was teaching someone how to let go. That was the best advice I've ever given anybody. Because my friend, she didn't know how to let go of this one boy she liked, and I gave her like advice, and then eventually over like a few days she let go and she completely forgot about him. So that was the best advice I've ever given anybody. What are 3 things that make you smile? 3 things that make me smile are paragraphs. Like, I'm a very petite girl, and I'm a very like I'm not bougie, you know, I'm a bad bitch, you guys. I'm a good girl, shame. Like, I'm a simple girl. Yes, I spend a lot of money, but like, I'm still a simple girl. But 3 things that make me smile are words of effort. You know, I feel like I'm just saying my love language, but I'm just gonna say it either way. Like, words of affirmation, those words make me smile. Like, people saying they're proud of me, it makes me smile. So that's number 1. Animals. Oh my days, I love animals. I am a huge animal lover. I feel like I'm the only person in my family that loves animals to that extent, where like, if I could, I would adopt the whole shelter. That's the second thing. A third thing that makes me smile is football. Some of y'all may know it as soccer, but I call it football. That sport makes me smile to my core. If I see a ball, I immediately think, oh, I get flashbacks, and I find myself smiling. What's the worst date you've ever been on? Well, I've never really gone on a date before, so I wouldn't know. I'm just gonna skip this one. What do you like to do on weekends? Mainly on weekends, I love to go out. I love going out on weekends, especially if I'm going out with like my best friend, like with one person, can be like 1 or 2 people. I just love going out. I don't like being in the I like being in the house, but I like going out. I'm an extroverted introvert. Yeah. Have you ever been in love? Oh my days, yes. I have been in love. Let me tell you right now, that was the best experience of my life. Guys, last time I was in love was, the last time I was ever in love was the 20th of February. That's when me and my boyfriend broke up. Well, we didn't really broke up, we took a break, but yeah, we broke up. But he was the not only first relationship that like made me in love. That was my first like relationship. But like in primary, we used to do things like abo jola for 6 days, jola for 7 days. So those relationships didn't really count. But out of my whole life, I've only had like 1 relationship that was serious. I was a fully committed relationship. Only 1. The rest was jola for 7 days, guys. Because I need the chiletse. What else? What's the biggest lesson you've learned from your last relationship? Biggest lesson I've learned from my previous relationship is keep things private. And not everybody's going to be supportive of your relationship, because it's people. People still find a way to talk. Even if, no matter how great your relationship is, or no matter how good it's going, people still find ways to talk. And another thing that my last relationship taught me was just be who you are and people will love you. And if those people don't love who you are, then they don't deserve you. That was the last relationship I found. And the lesson I learned from that relationship is never, ever, ever, ever stoop or stay for low standards. Never have low standards, shame. You see, that relationship, never stoop low. Never lower your standards just because a nigga doesn't reach them. No. Me, the guy I was in that relationship with, I told him about my standards, and he didn't change who he was. He was like, okay, it's fine, because if I don't reach your standards, that's fine. At least we can we still be friends? And it's a matter of he understood, So never stoop low just because of another nigga's insecurity, Because in some part of the relationships, I felt like he was a bit insecure. Whenever I would talk to other niggas, not a matter of I'm talking to them flirting, it's a matter of I'm just talking as friends. I have a lot of guy friends. Anyone who knows me, I just have a lot of guy friends. But never stoop for low. Never. How do you define romance? Romance. I would define romance as I don't know how I would define romance, but I feel like rom-coms, because I'm a girl who likes rom-coms. I'm a girl who likes rom-coms. So that's my way of romance. If you had 1 hour left to live, what would you do? What would I do? What would I do, really? I would, still on my braids. If I had 1 hour left to live, what would I do, really? If I had 1 hour left to live, I would probably spend it, I'd spend 30, I need to use this time wisely. 5 minutes each, no, 25 minutes each. 25 plus 25. That's 50. If I had an hour left to live, I would spend 30 minutes with my family. Well, let's say 20 minutes with my family, 30 minutes in jail. No, 10 minutes in jail. And then the 30 minutes I spent chowing my food. Oh no, spend 10 minutes with my friends, 10 minutes trying food, and 10 minutes with animals. Yeah. Do you believe in ghosts? Yes, I do believe in ghosts. Ghosts, I believe in. Would you narrate an audiobook about your life? Most definitely yes. Most definitely yes. I feel like that's, it's something I would do. How do you cheer yourself up? How I cheer myself up is I tell myself I'm that bitch. I tell myself I'm a pretty girl. Cause my aura is that. My confidence is that. I'll never degrade my standards. No, thank you. Who knows you best? Who knows me best is my best friend of almost 15 years now. My best friend. What's your biggest fear? Butterflies and bridges. No, not bridges, heights. I'm afraid of butterflies and heights. What's the best gift you've ever been given? Number 1, this iPhone 11. Number 2, the gift of God. And number 3, the gift of love. Oh, number 4, the gift of being healed. If you could travel back in time, where would you go? If I could travel back in time, I would go probably to the year 2019, because that was the best year of my life. What do you think your best quality is? Everything. Kajala. The best quality about me is everything. I don't have anything that's best. Do you prefer? How do you prefer to distress? Go for a walk and clear my head, or listen to music and go for a run. I already answered what my biggest fear is. What's on my back? Bungee jumping is on my bucket list. I want to go bungee jumping so bad. Like, bungee jumping, I definitely want to go to. If you could tell your past self one thing, what would it be? I would tell my past self that it literally doesn't get any better. And that no matter how hard you try, people are still going to talk. So, babe, just be you. If you're weird, nobody likes you, then that's on them. They're gonna miss out on the most amazing thing ever been gifted before. Tell myself that. Okay, do you think of yourself as an optimist or a pessimist? I'm not really an optimistic person, so pessimist. I'm a pessimist. Yeah, I'm a pessimist. Yes, I 100% believe in luck. How do you describe happiness? I describe happiness as being around people that feel my pain. What's your proudest moment? My proudest moment, I don't have one yet. But my proudest moment was when I got chosen to play in a league for soccer at my school. Because, yeah, when I made it to first team, that was my proudest moment. What inspires you? What inspires me is money, 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 money. It's not for the money. What is it for? Do you think money can buy happiness? Yes! Which language have you always wanted to learn? Spanish and French. And a bit of Japanese. How do you deal with criticism? Criticism. How I deal with criticism is that, like, I tell myself that they will never amount to me. They just jealous because they haven't had their glow up yet, and I'm out here being all that. Do you think exes can stay friends? Definitely not. Definitely not. No. Exes cannot stay friends. The word exes and friends should never be in the same sentence. Never. What do you love most about yourself? My hair. I love my hair more than anything. What are you most passionate about? What are you most passionate about at the moment? Pursuing my career. That's also my inspiration. What is your biggest regret? My biggest regret was... What's my biggest regret? My biggest regret was stooping for low. See, that shit broke me. Like, my biggest regret was becoming friends with a well-known person at school. That was my biggest regret. That broke me. Can you name a turning point in your life? Not really. What song makes you cry? It's 5 More Minutes. I forgot the artist, but yeah. I'll put it somewhere up here. You'll see it. What's the biggest lesson you've ever learned? Biggest lesson I've ever learned is that people will talk, people will do a lot. But at the end of the day, it's not like you're going to see these people ever again. So might as well let them have their moment while it lasts. What makes you laugh the most? Everything. You see, I'm the type of person who laughs. I'm not like those people who laugh in serious situations. No, in serious situations, I'm actually like serious. But like, I would laugh out of the blue. Shame. What is your dream vacation? My dream vacation is the Bahamas. What is your dream job when you were younger? My dream job was to be a businesswoman. Still is my dream job. But like, one of my dream jobs was to become a dermatologist. But that was gonna be like plan B. But my biggest dream from My dream job from when I was in the womb to now was becoming a successful businesswoman. Still is. How would your friends describe you? Crazy, insane, a bit like a likable person. Very easy to annoy. Where do you feel most comfortable? I feel most comfortable when I'm at church because it's the house of God. Also in my room. Or in nature, yeah. What makes you excited about life? Nothing, honestly. It's just life. What makes me... maybe it's a matter of... I don't know what I'm doing with my life. That doesn't make me excited. What are you most grateful for? My life. I'm very grateful for my life. What are you most attracted to in another person? Their personality and... yeah, just their personality. Who's your celebrity crush? Glorilla. She's my celebrity crush. What's inside of your dream house? A lot. I want a $6,000 bathroom. I want a $20,000 kitchen. I want a $100,000 dining room space, including like tables and everything there. There's more. What's the best way to ask you out? Well, to ask me out. Red and white roses can be white rose if you're not. Yeah. White roses, actually, I don't like red roses. A white rose on one knee, not in front of a lot of people, but like maybe in front of my friends, yes, but not in front of a lot of people. What's your favorite pickup line? Oh, okay. So there was one time, completely off topic, but on topic. There's this one time I was on a call with a friend. And then we were talking, and then this other guy joins the call, and then his friends start raising me up, and I'm like, And then one of his friends was like, are you from Limpopo? Because you make my limbs go popo. I died. In that moment, I died. Like, I couldn't anymore. What's the longest relationship you've ever been in? Let's see. No. December, January, February. 3 months. 3 months. Longest relationship I've ever been in was 3 months. No breaks included. 3 whole months. Technically 4 months. What's your favorite childhood memory? Cartoons. I was in love with cartoons when I was young. My favorite childhood memory was when so it was at swimming practice. And then my friend, she was drinking juice name, and then the juice came out of her nose, but like she went like this, and then the juice went everywhere, and then that was when I died. Shame. What's the weirdest thing you've ever bought? I've never bought anything weird yet. What celebrity would you switch lives with? Chloe Bailey. No, Gina Ortega. Yes, Gina Ortega. Yeah. Definitely her. What kind of animal do you most identify with? Excuse me. Number 1, golden retriever. Number 2, black cat. Number 3, a fox. Fox at most. A jackal. Let me see. Out of all those 3, a jackal. What's your favorite dish to cook? Beans and bean curry with a bit of beef. You should try it. Don't knock it till you try it. Where do you feel most like yourself? When I'm with my best friend, honestly, when I'm with my best friend. What is your most cherished possession? Most cherished possession. My most cherished possession is two things. It's not like a hairnet, but like, you know, a head scrub that nurses wear. My grandmother gave that to me. A picture of me and my mom, me when I was still like a little Moana and her, and a small zebra ring, because that brings back memories. What characteristics do you feel you have to have a strong relationship? Communication. I know, guys, a lot of people say communication is key. It really is, Shim. And I know you're like, but they should be able to read my mind. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, it's really. How are they going to read your mind if you don't talk? Like, okay, give them signs then, and they will see you're not okay. Now, you need to understand when your hand or your girlfriend is mad and she says, leave me alone, you shouldn't leave her alone. You should spam her. You should call her. Even if she blocks you, find a way to contact her. If you give us like the smallest bit of attention, it's just like you, Jones. If we give you the smallest bit of attention, you'll take it and you'll become obsessed. Same way with us. And also, for a strong, lasting relationship, be nice to each other. Be nice. Yes, you can be mean. Then it's for a relationship to last. You need to keep your relationship private because not everybody has to know. How close are you with your family? Close, but not that close, you know. Yeah. What book did you last read that you really loved? It's called What a Time to Be Alone. I'll also put it right here. Don't worry. What's your ideal date? My ideal date, would be like going on a date in like a small restaurant by the beach, or like in a fancy restaurant, not too expensive, not too cheap. And then going to the beach, walking along the water, watching the sunset, coming back to my place, wearing matching pajamas, make popcorn, and ice cream, take out, watch movies, horror movies. It's my ideal date. What's the most important quality you want in a partner? Number 1, fashion. If you can't dress, it's a bad look, my sister. We cannot. It cannot, it will not. And also, like, they must be good with kids, and they have to love tea. Like, if he or she don't like tea, not gonna work out. What's your ideal form of communication and why? My ideal form of communication is, I don't really have one, so I'm just gonna skip to the next question. How do you prefer to address conflict? I sit down with you, I don't fight with you, I won't raise my voice. It has to be me and you and I, no friends, no nothing. Our phones must be away from us, all devices. And then I'll be like, okay, so I see 1, 2, 3 has been going on, and I would like to address ABC, if that's cool with you. And I won't raise my voice is my thing. That's how I resolve conflict. Or I just leave it and let it die down. If you made dinner, what would you make? What would you want? If I made you dinner, what would you want to be on the menu? Macaroni and cheese, please. Or a steak. A steak. Steaks are nice. How do you define romance? We already answered this question. How I experience anger is that I would often cry, or I would just keep quiet. Okay. What are some new things you'd like us to try? Okay, that's a question for a few people. How do you find a girl? No, it's too old. Something we did more often. That's relationship advice. Do you have a type? Yes, I have a type. Tall, dark, handsome, horse. Different horse. Again, me like I don't take it. Ari, ndakuthanda something. Do you think honesty is the best policy? Yes and no. Why yes? Is because I need honesty in a lot of things. Why no? Is because I don't want you to be honest all the time. Like if I need you to lie. What's your love language? Words of affirmation and physical touch. I don't really like being touched, but I like touching people, but not like being touched. What makes you lose an interest in someone? If they are very rude, and if they are rude to a female family member, whether it be their mom, their sister, their cousin, their aunt, their niece. If you're rude to those, no, it's not gonna work out. Do you like spontaneous dates? Yes, sign me up. Do you find it easy to be vulnerable? Very much, yes, very much. What scares you about love? What scares me about love is that I will get into a relationship. Let's say this relationship is the best relationship I've ever had. Everything is good, but then this relationship, the way it's so good, it's either gonna be my best decision or my worst heartbreak. But what scares me also about relationships is commitment. I'm afraid of commitment. I only want to commit after marriage, and I highly doubt I'm gonna get married. So commitment scares me about relationships. Has love changed you in any way? Yes, it has. It has. Love has changed me in every single way, especially appearance-wise. What's your favorite way to relax? Walk around and talk. What's my favorite breakfast? Anything that has to do with toast. How do you handle changes or change? I don't. I just let it be. If it's change, I'm just like, oh, okay, well. Do you want kids? Yes. Specifically 3 questions. Specifically 3 kids. Okay, I'm on my last set of questions. What's your favorite class in school? History, LO, and business. Counting can stay for me, but it's those 3. And Zulu. What else? Yeah, just those 4 subjects. If you would write a book, what would it be about? If I had to write a book, I would write a biography about my life. And I've written a book before about love. Then I lost the book. But I'm starting to write a new book. What's your go-to karaoke song? I don't really have one. Oh, Everything I Wanted by Billie Eilish. Oh, also Ocean Eyes by Billie Eilish. Do you dislike surprises? Yes, I hate surprises. As much as I can pretend that I do like them, I hate surprises. Because I don't know what the outcome of that surprise will be. So, because what if I don't like the surprise? But what if I do like it? It's a matter of, I wouldn't know how I would feel about the surprise, no matter how great or bad it is. If you could live anywhere, where would you live? France. I live in France, baby. Bonjour, mademoiselle. Would you like a croissant? Or Japan. I love cherry blossom cheese. Cherry blossoms are my favorite type of cheese. What 3 words would you use to describe your life? Pathetic, roller coaster, and very interesting. What's your favorite book and why? What a Time to Be Alone. I forgot the author, but I did put it somewhere. Because that book has taught me a lot. It taught me how to handle heartbreaks. It taught me how to be alone. It taught me how to love myself. But yeah. Are you a morning person or a night person? I absolutely flipping hate mornings. I'm a night person, even though I have something. I don't sleep at night. But I hate mornings. Even my mom knows I'm not a morning person. I hate mornings. Like, why are you so energetic? I'm sorry. What was the first album you've ever owned? I'm not a celebrity. Does your family have any traditions? Yes, we do. What's your biggest pet peeve? When people fart and when people burp. Those are my biggest pet peeves. I don't like it when people fart. I don't like it when people burp. If you burp in front of me, I will. One time, my friend, he burped in front of me. And then I was like, you burp again, I will slap the black out of you. Or what's left. Keep in mind, he's colored. So I didn't think about what I was saying. It wasn't the moment type of thing. He burped again. Did I not almost slap him? Because every time someone burps, it just, gets on my nerve. And when people chew with their mouths open, or when people chew loud, If you see now my black background is why are you shining? Why are you shining? But yeah, when people chew them out open or loud, it's like, no. Which celebrity would play you in a movie? Which celebrity? Good question. Which celebrity would play me in a movie? Let's say Chloe Bailey. I'm just gonna list the celebrities that can play me. No, actually 11. What's her name again? Was it Millie Brown? Between, I don't remember. But that Han 11 from Stranger Things, she could play my part in a movie very, very well. Also, what's her face? Oh my god, what's her name? Angelina Jones. Was it Angelina Jolie? Oh no, it was Angelina Jolie. I'm thinking about was it Indiana Jones? Between those two. If you had to choose a song to describe your life right now, what would it be? I would choose, well, right now at the moment it's Name, because I fell in love with somebody who doesn't even know my name, no. And also Snooze by SZA. SZA's whole album describes my life right now. What's the best trip you've ever taken? Best trip I've ever taken was, I don't really have a best trip I've ever taken. I mean, I went to Bella Bella once, but that was for camp. I went to Roselands, I think it was Roselands in Pietermaritzburg. It was high. Would I go again? Definitely yes. What's one thing you do every morning? I sleep in the morning. One thing I do every morning is I will look at my phone. What's your most embarrassing moment? Now, once when ice skating with my friends, I tripped so many people. I fell on top of so many people. I came out of that ice rink wet. What keeps you up at night? TikTok and YouTube. Those two keep me up all night. What's one favorite thing about your best friend? Everything. I love that Ahan. But which best friend? Because I think I have like 4. Three. So I have 3 best friends. I have 2 that I literally grew up with and 1 that I met last year. We still like gonna have a friend anniversary because it's been a year now. But one thing I like about all 3 of my best friends is how they understand me and how all 3 of them are just funny. Well, 2 of them are funny. The other one just she makes me laugh out of just by looking at me or just by being her. She makes me laugh. What's the toughest part about your day? Toughest part about my day is when I have to wake up really early, or the toughest thing about my day is not being able to sleep because I didn't sleep the night before. Do you have a skill no one knows about? No, everybody knows my skills. I wouldn't say skills, but like I can sing, I can dance, still learning, but I can't play soccer. I can play it. If you could have lunch with anyone, alive or dead, who would it be? I'm gonna make a whole list. Tupac. What's his face? Tupac. Pop Smoke. SZA. XXXTentacion. Maybe Eminem. Biggie. And I don't really like Usher. Cameron Boyce. Cameron Boyce. I don't remember how to say his last name. What's the last concert you went to? I've never been to a concert, so who is the person you admire the most? Number 1 is my best friend, and number 2, it's my ex. I admire that man. Oh, and my mother, my grandmother. Those 2 women have played such a big role in my life. Last question. Do you have a favorite photo? Yes, favorite photos. I'll put them up here. Yeah. Okay, I think that was the last question. Yeah, that was the last question. but any But anyways, that's all for today. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to give the video a big thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your friends. I will see you guys next time. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.